Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be RAILGAN and a BARCODE player here on Neon Violet Square. I feel like I've cast a match with RAILGAN on this map like 5 or 6 years ago when it was in the map pool, but it is a recent replay, 2025, sent to me over Discord. So Southside is going to be a Protoss player with about 5,500 MMR. It's going to be BARCODE, and the top side it's RAILGAN at 5,300 MMR. From Root. So, what is up, everybody? It's another RAILGAN replay. I like watching this dude play. Been casting him for years and years and years now. He took a couple of years off recently, but he is back now. So, it's going to be a 16 hatch after an extractor trick at about 43 seconds. So, early hatch, not a 15 hatch, it's a 16 hatch. 15 hatch with an extractor trick, but I think double extractor trick and then a 16 hatch. I think that's a build of his own making here. He does like experimenting with builds. He streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/RAILGAN. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to watch him play. He is streaming a lot recently, and he is back. So, Gateway coming up at the front of your natural base here on Neon Violet Square. Got a nice little back base with not as many minerals and the same amount of gas on the geysers. But if you need minerals, do not take this as your third. Or if you want to take it for gas, that's a good idea. Pool. Scouting with the probe, as Protoss do. Worker scouting, a good way to see what your opponent is doing or is not doing. Cybernetics core coming up after the expand. And yeah, so the Cybernetics core would have come up before the expand, depending on when the pool went down. If it was an early pool, then yeah. Cybernetics core walling off. Maybe a forge, and then you expand. Because this is a weird thing to wall off, right? You can access through here or through here if you are Zerglings or whatever, because this connects to the wide open map. And a little Plinko things here. Yes, these are rays. You cannot get over them. You have to go through them. Blink, 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 blink. Plinko machines, like you see in arcades. Or, if you haven't been to an arcade because you are young, just search Plinko machine. Overlord running because this is a stalker, not an adept. Good educated guess there. A RAILGAN and a Stargate coming up. Stargate opening. Everything is standard here for this Protoss. Run, get the high ground, Overlord. Get the high ground, Terry. That's right, dude. He is running for that high ground. Can he get there? Can he get into the darkness? Oh, he gets into the darkness. He is hiding. See how this has to plink, plink, plink through. Now the probe has to go plink, plink, plink. And then straight on through. The pathing of how this works is weird. Oh, this might be a dead Overlord, though. Why did this one not run? Oh, a couple Lings might actually buy it the time it needs to run. I don't know. This Stalker's probably going to get a couple Ling kills and an Overlord kill. Run, Terry. Come on. No way. There's no way this one gets away. Crap, that sucks. Supply block! RAILGAN! Ouch. Not making any Lings at all to try to save it. Just got Queen. Getting that third base up super duper fast. Third Nexus warping in. Ooh. Fun place for it here, but you got to watch out for like roaches and hydras and lurkers getting on that high ground against a Zerg player and making that a terrible, terrible place to expand. Oracle. Yeah. One Oracle. We're going to get a second one. It is fairly standard these days for Protoss to go for 3 Oracles in this matchup. Oh, and just spotting for the Overlord Terry. No! How did the range? Stalker range isn't that far. I call hacks. I call haxors. Oh, well, Lings have speed now as they go plinko, plinko, plinko through the Plinko machine. And they might be able to do something at this third base. I don't know about getting in here necessarily. Nope. But, dude, getting a surround on that Stalker with like 6 Lings, you could probably kill it. Then maybe force a cancel on the Nexus here. The Adept showing up would probably cause some problems with that. The Oracle swings in. Spore timing is perfect. Look at that Spore popping as soon as that Oracle shows up. Excellent timing from RAILGAN. Spore Crawler coming up also at his third base. Big fan of getting spores for obvious reasons. Twilight Council opening. What are we going to see? DTs? We're going to see Storm. We're going to see Charge Lots. On 3 bases, Charge Lot plays aren't really that normal. Probably want to go for 2 base on that, but definitely getting Blink. Cool. So just giving these Stalkers a little bit more mobility and a little bit more utility with that blink capability. Overlord's hiding out inside the main base. It's protecting them. One queen, actually natural base. One queen and a spore. That's it. That's all it is. Spore and a queen here at the third base as well. Probably want... Oh, never mind. Killed one of the oracles. We're good. I was going to say, you want more than that at this base to defend these drones against 2 oracles. But if one of them's dead, then you're good. 1-1. More and more stalkers being produced here from the Protoss. If you notice, as I outlined earlier, Railgun's about 200 MMR on the ladder at the GM level below this Barcode Protoss. APM check is about 307 for the Protoss and about 169 for the Zerg Railgun. So he's being outclassed in MMR and in APM. But guess what? Those things are not everything. Those things do not perfectly predict who's going to win a matchup. And that's what's awesome about StarCraft and sports in general. Just because one team is ranked higher than the other team, or one player is more highly regarded than another player, doesn't mean you can't get a win from the person who is lower on the totem pole. It's fun. Dude, Railgun's expanding again. He's double expanding at 6 minutes? What does he have to deal with these stalkers? 6 Zerglings and 6 queens. He's making 16. In fairness, he's making more lings here. Oracle providing extra DPS against those lings is so friggin' good, though. Man, that Oracle shows up and your lings just die. Yeah, this base, I don't know if this is happening. I don't know. Yeah, see, you got the blink and you get the Oracle, and those things together are so insanely good. And taking down creep tumors. Stasis does trap 2 of the lings here. Queen's showing up. They want to save this base real bad. It's like a blink stalker. Not really a blink stalker all in, no, but it's a lot. It's a lot of stalkers. Charge is the next thing up here. Some Hydras coming in to help with these stalkers. I like it. I like the Hydra tech. Oh, another great stasis catch. These guys come out just as those guys go in. And look, Stalker is high grounding against your guys at the third base, too. Your drone's in a lot of trouble there. This pressure is real. APM for this dude is going up. It's at 700 right now. Is he playing against Max Pax? Who is this Protoss player, Railgun? He didn't tell me. I don't know if he ever figured out who it was. He just sent me the replay, and it's just Barcode. Flings. No, you can't get a pin on them. When they've got that blink, man, you can't surround them because they have that blink cooldown is incredibly fast. See, retreat, 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 endlessly kite, endlessly retreat. From a Zerg perspective, this is so frustrating. I really hate this. Really hate playing against blink stalkers. It's like, look, I have the answer. Lings and Hydras, but you can't pin them down enough to take them out because the blink is on cooldown every 4 seconds. It's a really, 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 really fast cooldown. These are mech lings, so they burn when they die, which is very fun. Fourth base is done. Ooh, at a gold base from the Barcode player, too. APM's up to 333 on average now. APM is increasing for this Protoss. He is, yes. He is going all of the stalkers, man. We've got charge, but 2 zealots and 30 stalkers. 30, I say. Yeah, and then you just do this. You just kite and you kite and you kite and you kite and you pick stuff off and you kill stuff, and the resources lost is 2,500 for Railgun and only 800 for the Protoss. It is a 3-to-1 ratio on units lost in favor of the Protoss here with just stalkers, man. Just blink stalkers in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing. 334 APM. Still going up. Okay, this might be a nice catch, actually. These lings coming around this side, they would just want to finish off the hatch, and they do. They did enough damage previously that it was easy to take down. Oh, we've got you surrounded. Now you'll die. And it's like, oh, wait, what's that? Blink's done. Hey. Then we recall out of here. Actually, I don't know if that was a good trade. He did get the hatchery, but he did lose 22 stalkers. My gosh. Charge lots into the gold base over here of Railguns. Oh, boy. Drones are dying. 13 drones have died so far. 75 for Railgun, though. He's really heavy. Really heavy on the drones, and that's going to come in handy here. Fungling the stalkers can be really nice, but, man, blinking up there and taking out an infestor is something these guys really like to do, too. Hives on the way. 42 lings on the way. +2 finishing up for the Zerglings. The stasises and the blink, man. They're really combining for a lot right now. Yeah, Hydras decide not to engage into Cannon Shield Battery Hydralisk, but the Stalkers have another idea. They're going to crush this out. What is this? Charge Lots in the main. Is there a War Prism that I don't know about? There totally is a War Prism that I didn't know about. Of course. Oh my gosh. Charge Lots all upon 23 drones have died. Down to 62 from 75 for Railgan. Death. Death to the economy, says the Protoss. That's how you defeat a Zerg player. Death to the economy. Just non-stop Charge Lot aggression with Blink Stalkers being everywhere else. Railgan is getting pulled apart into this game here at 10.5 minutes. This, whatever this was, the 4th base? Sure. 5th base, maybe? It's totally dead. He blinked out for no reason. Yeah, that's not even a cancel. That's a kill because there's more Zealots. 73 workers on a Protoss, man. They can get a lot of Zealots and Stalkers produced. Who needs splash damage? Railgan's got some lurkers. It's going to help. Storm is on the way. Oh, he blinked down into the 3rd base, too. He's going to get it. There's not enough Zerg to stop this from dying. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so that's it. Hatch down. We might just be dead here. 3 hatches down at 11 minutes. Dude, the drone death count. It's only 26. I feel like we should be into the 50s by now. This Zealot, okay, bounces over here. Warping in another round of 10 Zealots into the main base. Oh, Warpins are so friggin' strong. Obviously, they're not that strong, or else we'd see Protoss win professional tournaments every once in a while. Speaking of which, boy, there's still no announced SC2 tournaments for 2025, huh? Nothing from ESL, nothing from Esports World Cup, nothing. Do I hope we get something? Yes. Do I expect it at this point? No, but also, I wouldn't be too surprised if something did come in at the last minute. We'll see. Fleet Beacon coming in. Sure, man. Extra Stargate Fleet Beacon. It's 3 Stargates and a beacon. Are we going carriers here at 12 minutes? Crazy. 348 APM. His APM's going up. This feels like max packs, dude. Railgan is fighting his absolute face off here. Dude, that's another... These Zealots find it. Why are they going here? I guess they want drones. But, dude, this hatch was ripe for the taking. See, and here... Army has less distance to respond. Yeah, I don't know. Going carriers would be a very weird decision at this point. Protoss has not lost a base yet. Protoss has 73 workers. Protoss is developing a bank. Protoss is crushing everything that he's doing right now. I mean, the micro, the getting away from the lurkers, the target fire on the drones. 29 drones have died. Chasing. Drones are running for their lives here. Railgun's APM has gone up to 242 on average. He's playing faster, too, as the game has been going on. So both these players looking good. Why do you have 3 Stargates and a Fleet Beacon, sir? He's making Immortals. I guess against the Lurkers is the idea. Hydroling, no. Immortals are bad. But against Lurkers, yes. The Immortals are going to be just fine. Thanks, both the Immortals and the Lurkers are armored and do bonus damage to each other. So, got to keep that in mind. It is carriers. There we go. So, it's not Tempests, carriers. We've seen Tempests in this matchup before too, and it can be pretty good in the hands of a good player, and this Protoss player is pretty terrifying, man. 350 average APM. I would say it's max packs, but I think he plays at about 600 because he's a monster. Our mysterious Danish prince, Le Max Pax. Oh gosh, don't lose the obs to a spore. So I think he's just buying time. He's trying to keep Railgan onto these bases that he's got. Don't let him expand anywhere else. Keep an eye on it and wait for the carriers to arrive. Again, being produced 3 at a time and a mothership. So hybrid carrier shenanigans here. Ooh, Railgan's getting lunge. Oop, Ob's got sniped. Another spore came up. Plus there's an overseer now. So that's nice too against future observers. Yeah, man, he's getting lunge, the Hydra speed upgrade that I'm not a huge fan of, but every Zerg player I cast uses it, so I don't know, man. I am the one who is wrong here. Yeah, High Templar with Storm and Stalkers and Charge Lots and Immortals and Carriers and a Mothership. I don't even know what you do here. Storming up those Lurkers. They're beefier than that, boys. 1 Storm, not enough. 2 Storms, not enough. It's a 3-storm sitch. You're trying to take down a lurker with the High Templar, unlike in Brood War, where it's 2 storms to kill a lurker. A little bit better for you. Double Spire coming in. So maybe Broodlord Corruptor could be interesting here. Corruptors against the carriers, yes. Without a doubt. Enough Mutalisks that the Stalkers aren't going to be a problem to pick off the High Templar while dodging storms, possible as well. Zealots roundabout. Ooh, remember what I said about not letting Railgan get a new base. That's what these Zealots are here for. There are 2 lurkers here. He didn't bring detection with you, so good enough, I guess. Also, lurkers here. Nice Revelation. Revelation gets the job done against those lurks, but spines plus lurks plus spores. A little bit tough to move into here. Repositioning the army, sniping out creep tumors. Doesn't want to get surrounded. Doesn't want to get pinned in between these lurkers and spines and like lings and hiders on the backside. So being a little bit careful there. The carriers are now part of the army. Railgan out on the offensive for the first time in what it feels like forever. Finding the mothership. Oh, the mothership was going to head up this way and recall. Lunging into the mothership, though, through the time warp. 2, snipe it. And cloaking. No, not enough. Not with the Overseers here. They take it down. Sick move by Railgan. Here come the carriers, though. Can you focus down the Nexus with the lurkers? They do bonus versus armored, but no, definitely not. Everything here is dead. That is too many carriers for that to work. 18 Corruptors in production. These carriers, their time is limited. 5 carriers. Railgan has taken his back base, finally. Also, Protoss has done that too. Just barely. These are like brand new mineral patches, and that is a brand new geyser. So, Greater Spire on one of the spires. Working on +1 attack for the air on the other spire. Tectonic Destabilizers finishing up here. So Tempest do bonus damage versus ground stuff, rather. Buildings is what it is. And yeah, army not in a position, just doesn't exist to handle this yet. It's another dead hatch. This is just a tough game. Storms on the Corruptors as they try to jump in. Parasitic Bomb on top of the carriers here. Too many Corruptors to storm them down. I am sorry. That is not happening for you today. Every carrier is dead as predicted. High Templar appear to be gone as well. I don't know what happened to him inside. I guess there's 1 remaining. I guess some lings got all in there too, problematically. Now it's a ground army. Now we have lurkers. We've got lings almost with Adrenal. It'd be nice if they had it here at 17 minutes, but okay. No, trying to make a Brewlord there. No, another hatch dies. What do I always say? You want to defeat a Zerg player at the GM pro level, kill their hatches, man. 5 hatcheries have gone down from Railgun today. This War Prism is really forcing me to keep an eye on it. Where are you going? To the natural? I mean, there's a lot of wounded drones down here. Not a bad place to go. He's going for this base, which, I mean, it would be a good target. It's kind of far away from everything. It doesn't have any static defense at it, but also there are no drones here, and War Prism is dead. This War Prism has been responsible for a lot of misery for Railgun today, and that's got to feel good to kill it. New base bottom left here from our Protoss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases for the Protoss. Man, a Protoss gets to 8 bases. You're in trouble, dude. Railgun's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't even count because there are no... Oh, wait. It's getting saturated. It does count, so it's 5. 5 bases. This one's dead. This one is dead. I don't know what Railgan does here. Yes, Broodlords, Corruptors. That's what I was thinking might be a good idea here. Sniping off. Hey, there you go. Taking out 1 High Templar with the Broodling Strike ability. More and more carriers being produced. Really? When there are this many Corruptors in the sky. There are 18 Corruptors out here, and Barcode's like, I need more carriers. Great storms. God, incredible storms. Binding Cloud Toss down here, too. Broodlings trying to fight from the Brood Lords, but the Stalkers blinking under them is a problem. Carriers dying. Lickety split. Again, why are we still building carriers, man? Yeah, he's got 4 more of them after losing his entire group. Again, the Brood Lords chasing back, though. Brood Lords looking good. They've got +1 air attack. Let's see what the Broodlings have. +3 attack on the Broodlings. That's pretty good. They don't last crazy long, but they are pretty good. Brood Lords are a little bit faster here, too, in the current patch of StarCraft 2. Swinging down the left side. And yeah, I guess if we're not getting that many professional tournaments these days, prepare for me to cast more, you know, lower level stuff, GM stuff from Railgan, stuff for my subscribers, things like that. Keep that in mind. Link it up. No, just basically 2 volley, 1 volleying down these Broodlords. Stalkers and Carriers together are pretty effective against the BLs. Beelzebubs. Wait, no, that's not what it is. It's just Broodlords. A single Swarm Host was produced by accident. Nice abduct! That's a sick abduct. Carrier dies for it, too. If you abduct something and it doesn't die, that is a very big waste of everything. But this is a very incredibly scrappy battle. Not many Stalkers on the ground, not many Broodlords in the sky, not many Corruptors here either, but there might be enough to finish off these 2 Carriers. The Broodlords are eating and chomping away. The Broodlord Micro by Railgan is pretty good. No, the Corruptors all died. Couldn't even take out 1 of the final Carriers, let alone 2 of them. 10 more Corruptors in production. Giving them a... Yes, I do believe they have a +1 air armor upgrade, and every Carrier is dead. Yeah, I think it was a mistake. I think it was a tactical mistake today for BARCODE to invest into Carriers. I know he's on 8 bases. I know he feels like he's incredibly ahead in this game, and I'd argue he's doing pretty good. Army value is 102 to 66. But Lurkers, Corruptors, Broodlords, like all this stuff is pretty fancy. It's a tough composition to counter with Immortals and High Templar. So even if you have the army advantage, sometimes that's not all that matters. Guys going back into Carriers. I don't know, man. Archons, Stalkers. I think the money would be better spent on more High Templar. I can think of a list of things... 5 to 6 things long that I'd rather be making here in BARCODE's shoes other than more Carriers because, dude, they keep dying at an alarming rate. But seriously, check out Railgan's Twitch stream. Link in the description to that. He's out there a bunch. He's playing games like this, dude. If you want to see a first-person perspective of Railgan, that is the place to go. Great guy. Got a Discord server, too, if you want to hang out in there, if you're looking for more StarCraft 2 Discords in your life. Broodlords hunting this bottom left base. Nothing to stop this except for cannons and a shield battery, so nope. And then the Protoss says, well, the Broodlords are over there. What if I come over here and kill your 3rd base? Is this an again situation? I feel like this just died again. I could be wrong, but 6 hatcheries have died, and it's hard keeping them straight. Yeah, a couple of Broodlords left to snipe this thing down. The rest of them do head back up north. Yeah, Psystorm, Immortal, Stalker Carrier... with ye old mothership here. But, dude, Corruptor count? 13? Oh, they're working on an air carapace and a +2 flyer. Oracle gets sniped. Storm, Stormity, Storm. All of the storms here. My goodness, the Chaos Time Warp is tossed down. Mothership dies, but the Corruptors are dying at an alarming rate here. More Corruptors joining the party. Production tab is nothing but Corruptors at this stage. They're attacking Interceptors. There are some Archons on the ground. But this position of the Broodlords is absolutely fantastic. Really, really good stuff here. Yeah, Corruptors fighting as hard as they can. I don't know if they have the numbers to do it, but the Spores are doing some excellent work against the Interceptors here, too. There are 22 Interceptors and a recall out of there. Oh, leaving one of the Carriers to die. Not part of that recall party. Unfortunately for you, these Carriers have got to have armor upgrades, yeah? They have +3 attack and shields. I don't know if they have... I don't think they... No, they don't. Let's see. No, it's ground armor, right? Yeah, they don't have any armor upgrades, but I guess the shield upgrade's helping a lot here. Dr. Aaron Hansen? Is that you? Maybe. Okay, Lurker Corruptor Broodlord against this hybrid Skytoss stuff from BARCODE. Another Carrier dies. Dude, the storm dodging by Railgan is really good in this game. Another Carrier dies. Those snipes, when this +2 attack kicks down on these Corruptors, it's going to help a lot. Yeah, this base is going to die too. Railgan is fighting and scratching and crawling his way to an attempted victory here. Dude, he's going after a couple Nexuses at the same time. This one's effectively mined out. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But yeah, Archons are trying to deal with Broodlords. Oh, tough luck, guys. More Stalkers, maybe. Tempests. Yes, Tempests. against these Broodlords. Not against the Corruptors, but still. Army value now 83 to 85. Railgan has evened it up. He hasn't retaken this base. He hasn't retaken this base. He's just expanding down the left side now, taking a base that did used to belong to the Barcode. Yeah, the Broodlords can kite a little bit better than they used to. They've got a little bit more speed here. And these Archons, look at their shields deplete as these +3 Broodlings chew them into the ground. This one Corruptor got left behind, maybe not part of a control group, quite possibly, and does fall back. There can be some benefits to an F2 fallback every once in a while. You don't leave Corruptors out to die that way. Yeah, Archons, Tempests. Okay. This is feeling a little bit better. I'd still like some more Stalkers, especially against these Broodlords. Is APM going up? No, it's going down, actually, for the Protoss. 330. How disappointing. Was averaging 350 APM at one point in this game. Averaging it. Dude. 62 to 69 workers. Protoss is up. Doesn't really make too big of a difference here. Psystorm plus Archon. Plus Tempest doing bonus damage to massive stuff, which guess what is massive? Broodlords are massive. Oh, forward pylon getting slow warped in. I love the cracklings hacking away at these charge lots as they warp in. Very funny. So yeah, Railgan is trying to double expand. I talked about him and he is. Oh, big storms. Blankety level of storms. But it's the Broodlords that are putting in all the work. Dude, they're crushing ground units today. 8 kills, 8 kills, 8 kills. Corruptors trying to take down the carriers, but I think the Tempest might be the bigger concern. Everybody in the air is dead, and that's a GG. Railgan taps out, and Barcode does get the win. He just can't quite handle this big of a Tempest army with these carriers. I think everything on the ground might be dead. There are 5 Zealots on the map, and they're all over here. Everything else is Sky Tossy. So, yeah, man, what an incredible game. I don't know who this Protoss is, but I feel like it's someone that probably has a better resume than we are aware of. Man. What an absolutely crazy showing there from Railgan against someone, again, who's 200 MMR above him and has over 100 more APM than he does on average in this game. That's crazy. But to play it to 26 minutes, impressive stuff. So yeah, at this point, you're basically just full on more Corruptors, right? Didn't have the gas income for it. Could not hold on to these bases to save his life for the gas income. These feel like they're being taken, but yeah, these bases dying. This gas never coming home is a problem. These guys not getting replanted until they needed to. And then, yeah, expired extractors everywhere on the map. And these ones are helping, but not as much as you would like. So, GG, man. Does that get rid? Anyway, I don't even know. Great game. Fantastic game. And again, what I like to say to people that send in replays on a frequent basis, like Railgun used to and apparently is going to start doing, is that if you send me in a lot of replays, send me in a loss every once in a while. Just be like, hey, here's a loss. So that people don't know, right? So that people don't know that you win or lose. So thanks for sending in a loss, Railgan. That was a great game. And let's see. Woo, 55.9 losses for the Protoss. 58,000.2 for Railgan. I think that's acceptable for a Zerg player, but he was out of gas and out of Corruptors and just could not handle it. Just too many bases, man. Look at how many bases the Protoss currently has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. He has 8 now, even after losing that one down the left side. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 9? It's 9. I can't count. Keep forgetting about that low groundy one. Anyway, yeah, so 6 hatcheries down, 51 drones down, 79 Corruptors died. Better upgrades to the Corruptors, I think, would have helped getting those Flyer Carapace ones sooner. +1 is good, but at 26 minutes, you probably want a +2 there. Maybe even a +3. That would have helped immensely, because the Protoss is at +3 attack on his carriers and his Tempests, which was awesome. So, GG. GG. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. You can find me at Twitch and Facebook and Blue Sky and Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else. Get some StarCraft in your social media feed. You can find me there. Just search Falcon Paladin wherever you're at and you will find me. And again, hit that like button or subscribe if you enjoyed this cast. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. You take care of yourself.